We were spending more than we would have liked to because of some of the gaps that we were managing, and there wasn't really anything clear in terms of a strategic way forward to change that particular area of our business. And yeah, most fundamentally is we had a problem that needed solving, and they had quite an innovative way of looking at it. I think that particular area of clinical administration is very complex, it's heavily regulated, and the practices and workflows that had been in place were pretty much unchanged for a decade or more. It was actually a miracle with the results that we were getting when you looked at the complexity and all the various analytical configurations that you could have had on it. So we could see very early the power that would sit within the artificial intelligence capability, being able to tailor the rota development involving individuals, their working preferences. And although the deployment of the partnership and the tool itself predated the recent announcement around the 10-point plan for resident doctors, even on face value, it touches at least 3 of those 10 commitments, and it's a really good, as a quite innovative, exciting way for us to meet some of those expectations in the 10-point plans. We've seen the number of gaps in the rota where we've got the product embedded has reduced, and that's therefore meant that we haven't had to go out as frequently to get temporary cover in those areas. That's clearly had a value benefit from a taxpayer funded service. That's been really great. A big attraction for us is what we see as the potential to get this more widespread, both within the Whittington and other organisations. Yeah, lots of good things. We tend to focus on things like job planning, scheduling, roster efficiency in terms of start time, leave planning, and some of the more predictive things. And it just feels like we've gone round that loop a long time in the NHS. And this was a really different way of looking at that same challenge, and it's just looking at an existing problem and a creative solution for it. And if you like, a side product from that is the financial upsides that you get. So we've had some good numbers around where the technology's gone so far, and I think if you were to look to scale that across a region or nationally, those numbers are really significant. There's been some good interest from NHS England's National Workforce Programme on this, because again they can see that this is something new coming through. So there's definitely a good capability for the tool to extract value from the cost base. Good fun as well, really. I think the good thing that I've enjoyed particularly with Lantum is they're willing to tip something on its head. So the tool that they have is obviously trying to work for both the individual worker and the corporate organisation. The best thing for me has been that fresh approach from Lantum and the energy that's come in, because you need that whenever you're doing complex change. I think another exciting thing for us is just the potential in the product and the scalability. This for us has been very fresh, and it's brought interest from across the organisation. So whether that's people that work in the business partnering roles, colleagues over in the HR function, and indeed the teams that are responsible for putting the rotas together themselves. So it's been something new, and we've really enjoyed working with Lantum on that, and that's really refreshing.